U.S. court gives fresh update on Tinubu's FBI records. We know that this update now, wow, because the FBI is meant to release Tinubu's record by the end of this month, which is just having tomorrow to end. Okay, and Tinubu has filed a counter motion to stop the releasing of his record to avoid, the damage that will be done to his personality, and that issue is still on. We understand that the person responsible for that in the U.S. actually, they call it one site that actually filed an expedited motion for FBI to expedite the release of the document. Tinubu'S has filed a counter action to stop that, and that was granted. And now we want to know the latest, because everybody is waiting to see FBI release that document tomorrow, latest. A U.S. court has refused to release confidential FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation record related to President Bola Tinubu. The court ruled that only documents that do not directly mention the president will be released. The suit was filed by investigative journalist David Hundein in collaboration with Aaron Greenspan. The plaintiffs argue that the public has a right to know about the president's past and that the FBI record could shed light on his involvement in alleged criminal activity. So the FBI had previously agreed to release 2,500 documents related to President Tinubu. The documents were to be released in batches of 500 pages per month, starting from October. However, the court's ruling now means that only a fraction of this document will be released. Oh boy. So that is the situation now. So the court has refused. Are you sure this information is correct? That is another thing, because I know that Tinubu has been fighting to see that his record is not released to the public. But the question is, what is the interest of the United States and the Western world in this Tinubu's matter? That is the big question that they need to answer. What is their position? What is their interest in this case? Okay, because whatever they're saying, I don't understand. We don't want to insinuate, but it looks like the Western world is trying to also, at the back end, to weigh in to manage this situation. Okay, so why are they trying to hide FBI record? FBI had agreed. It means that the record can go public. So why is the court now trying to constrain the release of this document? So it means that there is something that the U.S. needs to tell us. There is something that America needs to tell us about this situation. They need to tell us their interest in this matter, because right now we have not. Personally, I am not comfortable with U.S. If they have interest in this matter. Generally, we understand how Tinubu will feel as an individual for his record to be out, but then we know that U.S. and the Western world has full dossier of this man, and they are trying to hold it back. Only God knows why they want to hold it back rather than releasing it for everybody to see. It's an unfortunate situation. So which court is this? A U.S. court. Which U.S. court is this? That is the question. Which U.S. court is this? Let me see. So this is the United States District Court for the District of Columbia. That is the U.S. court. Okay. So defendant's response to plaintiff's motion for reconsideration. So Aaron Greenspan, the plaintiff versus Executive Office for U.S. Attorneys. Okay, that's the defendant. Executive Office for U.S. Attorneys. Can you imagine? So this one now, that is the case between two of them, and civil action is what it is. It is a civil action. So they have released this record now, but from what we are seeing, they don't want to release Tinubu's record again. Only God knows why they don't want to release those records. Only God knows why. Okay, but I think what they're trying to do is to release a fraction of the record that should not show Tinubu's identity and his name and everything. But meanwhile, that is the meat of the matter. If you release any record that is just ambiguous, and does not have Tinubu's identity in it, then there's no need to release anything, because it means that there's no job done and the purpose will be defeated. That is it. Quite an unfortunate situation we're seeing here. And there are a few comments here. People are already commenting. Someone said, I've always known that US government will never release those documents because they will use it to blackmail Tinubu to sell Nigeria. Exactly what people are saying, and that is exactly the suspicion of so many Nigerians. That US will definitely use those documents to blackmail Tinubu and use them to exploit not just Nigeria, but the entire West Africa, because Tinubu is the ECOWAS chairman. And somebody say, you understand the game well, my brother. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Almighty God will punish, that's Almighty God will punish US court and the whole US. Don't worry. Now God will answer. God will answer. Okay? And so say these Westerners are the problem of Africa. And that, well, people are already aware of that. We no need them again. We go handle Tinubu our own way. We go handle Tinubu our own way. Yeah, people. We must know his past, whether they like it or not. Else, what will happen? Abi, that's another question somebody else is asking. And then somebody saying, do we know your past? Where is the clause for that in the Nigerian constitution? Or is he not a Nigerian? You guys must be jobless chasing shadows. Okay, oh, devilish America, that's what somebody is saying there. Is that a prophecy or your mindset, sir? Please leave politics alone, sir. Face your calling. Please let Obi out of your visions. Okay. So the fact here remains that while some people are supporting Tinubu and APC in this matter, also supporting U.S. court action not to release Tinubu's document. Some are saying we must see the document and we must see whom he is. We must know who he is because he's Nigerian president and Nigerians have the right to know more about him. But they will not do that. Just like what the first person commented here, that the U.S. probably will preserve those documents and reserve them and use them to blackmail Tinubu and use them to sell Nigeria and probably the West Africa. Because the truth is that they have full information about Tinubu, both the good, the bad, the ugly, the dirty, and the clean. Everything about Tinubu, they have it. Okay? But they wouldn't want to release it, and they will tell you some of their own technicalities for not releasing it. But how long would that continue to be? It's just going to take a while. Information definitely will come out to the public because this man is a man of many faces and a man of many baggages that must be unraveled at any point in time. So that is what is happening. The U.S. Court for the District of Columbia has refused FBI from releasing Tinubu's document. And that means that all the plans and all the hopes and all the intentions for that publication will all be defeated. U.S. need to tell us their interest in this matter. That is it. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.